it's 7 o'clock. Some of us have been awake since 3 in the morning.
Yeah, some of us.
Yeah.
Some of us.
Yeah.
But it's time for us to give you that feel-good feeling.
I just drank a whole gallon of coffee.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay, Yomi. We get it. We get it.
Yeah.
Halfway through the week, sometimes it feels like the week is dragging, but that's why Wake Up Nigeria is here. We're here to bring you out of that mood.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And as you can see, something is happening in the kitchen.
Yes, sir.
And I can see carrots. I can see...
Is that lettuce or cabbage?
Cabbage.
Cabbage. Okay.
Onions,
looking good.
Mayonnaise.
And of course, you can see MM.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Right. Good morning, guys. How are you doing? Wasn't expecting that.
Liking
to come
that
so
diamond
soon.
brooch thing that you have going on there.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you. It's not exactly
Really
diamond,
sweet,
it's
MM.
just an embellishment.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, guys. How are you doing? How's
Yeah.
your morning? We have a new chef. And
Oh,
she's
yeah,
making
yeah.
her debut on the show this morning. Her name is Chef
Hello.
Bolanle.
Chef Bolanle.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Good
Bolanle
morning.
sounds like
She's
a
still,
very...
she's still,
So she reminds-
settling
Bolanle
down.
sounds like the name of a lady that is wife material.
Really?
Bolanle.
Wow.
Like she's always home and making things happen. I like it.
Yum, yo. But
Yeah.
you know, I think I love the way she's dressed today. She reminds me of those ladies that used to, you know, handle like the milkmaid ladies from when I was younger.
She looks like a pastor's wife.
Yeah. Oh well.
Wow, I can't
Yomi,
believe you guys are doing this.
Yomi is
All
a
right,
pastor,
so can we
so
just move
sorry.
on? Can we just move on, guys? Thank you.
We're coming to you live from our studio at TVC Communications, right here in Lagos. And of course, it's a bright, beautiful morning. It's a Wednesday. So if you're fun-loving, you need to stay right here.
Yeah.
Do the right thing.
Of
tune
course.
in.
Thank you for tuning in. We are, of course, streaming live right now, so don't forget that. And we're also on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yomi Owokwe.
And I'm Titi Layo Oyinsong. You can always stay tuned to us if you're on the move, out of the house. Please stream with us live on TV Continental, TVC Community. Okay.
TV Continental.
I don't know what's going on today. I have a bug somewhere, but TVC is where you need to stay. Of course, TVC Connect is our handle on social media. For your comments, make sure you use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a special day today. Looking forward to all the stuff that we have going on the show. Of course, it's a Wednesday, and good hygiene and bad hygiene. Which one do you practice? You never know.
How do you even know? How do you know? That's the question.
Yeah, so it's one of the things that we're going to be talking about today. They both have their effects on our health, and starting today on the show, Dr. Kuti will be talking about the effects of good hygiene and bad hygiene. Very important.
And from that, we'll be bringing you a performance from Nigerian singer Sukomi.
1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me what you're looking for. Singale, 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 oh, singale, 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 oh, singale.
We also have relationship coach Temi Tokpa Imo joining us to talk about the rot getting the rot out of your relationship. You know,
Getting the rot. Did you say rot?
Greasing the wheels of that relationship and helping it move. Sometimes it just gets a bit rusty.
True,
Yeah.
true.
So,
Then we'll bring you another musical performance for this morning. This time, Akuchi will be taking the spotlight.
If I sent you an email, girl, you must answer me. You must answer me today. Girl, you must answer me. You must answer me today. I swear your phone good. Your phone good.
MM also has another episode of her crazy life hacks coming up later on the show.
So you can see that it has something to do with eggs, right? Y'all can see that.
I just
should
wonder
be
what is going to happen.
interesting.
I'm wondering what's about to happen on the show. with
Then
the life
after
hacks.
that, we have Nigerian comedian and social media personality Ashiri joining us for a chat.
Oh God. Mo gbọ́ today. Oh God. Arsenal. Àwọn ọmọ Ìbàdàn ló kọ́ Arsenal. Oh God. Torí tábà fẹ́ sọ pé Arsenal. Oh God. Wọ́n á ní Arsenal. Arsenal. Oh God. Arsenal. Oh God. Arsenal. Oh God. Arsenal. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Okay,
Oh my goodness.
No.
as it really,
Asino.
as you know,
And we beat them
we
up.
beat them.
And we beat them up.
We do not
Arsenal.
advocate violence on TVC.
We shall beat them up.
So there's a concept in the 60s during the Western region crisis, just as you know what you said, reminded me of something called wet year.
Wet year.
So wet year meant that, okay, so they were looking for certain kinds of people on the streets.
Okay.
So wet year means that they would wet you with petrol.
Oh no. What?
Why? It was, it was a crisis. It was a political crisis.
Oh my gosh,
that
that's
happened.
horrible. And talking about horrible stuff, something really crazy happened to me yesterday. So I was going home and some officials stopped us, claiming that we were on the wrong lane. So I started taking photos of every corner of the car. And the man was screaming, keep taking photo, keep taking photo. And as I finished, I started a video, recording everything that was happening. I didn't hide it. And I said, oh, God, I work with TVC. And I want to see the end of this matter because you will tell us how we are wrong. After he had gone forth, gone back, called his boss, everything, and I told his boss, I'm going to stop this video now. Take a look at the pictures. The man now looked at the guy, looked at the pictures again, looked at the guy, looked at the pictures again.
And said you should be
He
good.
said, we are very sorry. So, you know, sometimes it taught me a lesson. We don't have smartphones just for jokes. These things can actually help you when you're in trouble.
Yes,
It would have been very easy for us to be accused
Exactly.
falsely.
Yeah.
And it would be a case of we have proof and everything. Even the boss that he said we were following, the photo I took, even me, I didn't realize it at that time. The boss was actually trying to enter our lane. And we were being blamed.
This is a period where people need to be very careful.
Yes.
Especially with police on the road and all of that. Just be gentle. No fighting, please.
Don't be aggressive in any way.
Please don't be aggressive. Look, the truth is, the case of the customs official
recently,
So there's so many other officials like that. There's so many other situations like that that you probably won't even get the head or tails of it.
Exactly. And you don't want things spiraling out of hand.
And at the end of the day, everyone is a human being
Yes,
with
indeed.
issues they're going through. that. You can't, so it's difficult to separate work from, what you're going through.
Because
So
the
you're
man
still
said
that
it.
person with issues and you don't know
Man
how
said
to
it
channel your
afterwards.
anger.
When he was apologizing, it was like, we are under stress, pressure and all. And I must give a shout out to Mr. Elegbede. That's the boss. The way he handled it was just amazing.
Well done, Mary.
Yeah, how you doing, people? My name is Dr. Dike. You already know, and today we're going to be doing something very nice and awesome, okay? But first of all, remember, before you actually start any exercise, you have to always stretch. So first of all, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 because of your waist. So you go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Some of us can't actually stretch our leg. So you can actually go like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you take it down 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you warm up first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then this time around you can take it from down to up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Make sure you do exercise with ease because that's the fun of it. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And this time around, make sure you use your 2 legs. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now remember, if you have a knee problem, don't actually jump like this. So you can actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So with this, you stretch up your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anti-clockwise, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then this time around, you stretch your arms so you can actually have fun doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you go side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you take it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can take each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This time around, you put your legs together. Then try and go down. 1, 2. This for your knees, for your ankles. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then if you have more strength, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember what I said? Always exercise with caution. And this time around, you stretch again from how you started. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you go again, your shoulder. Told you, before you start exercise, before you end it, always stretch your body. And this is how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this time around, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's how and what we can take for today. My name is still Dr. DK. Till I come your way next time. Let's head to the kitchen.
When it comes to exercise on Wake Up Nigeria, you already know that we have you covered. And of course, we're here in the kitchen this morning, and we have a new chef who's making her debut on the show, and her name is Chef Bolanle. Hi. She's the chief commander of Jumbo Foods. It's so good to have you here, teaching us how to make concassé. Right?
Pleasure, yeah.
I pronounced that correctly?
Yes.
So yeah, guys, this morning we're making something really, really amazing. I've never heard those words before. So we are making braised basmati rice, concassé grilled chicken, and a side salad, right?
Yes, yes.
You see, I was paying attention. All right, so let's talk about the ingredients quickly.
Okay. So here we have...
Okay, so let's take it one step at a time. Let's talk about what we are using for ingredients for our braised rice. Then we move on to our grilled chicken.
Okay. For the braised rice, we have the basmati rice here.
Yeah.
I've already parboiled it.
Okay.
And then now we are going to do the braised rice.
Okay.
Saute the onion in the
oil, yeah.
In the oil.
Okay.
Then allow it to simmer in the oven.
Okay. And then for our concassé grilled chicken, what are we using?
Concassé grilled chicken. Chicken is already in the oven, grilling. Then we have our tomatoes, chopped tomatoes.
Okay.
We have our chopped onions. We have our chopped ginger and garlic.
Okay.
Then we will just have it garnished with parsley, chopped parsley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So at what point does the tin tomato go in?
Yes, the tin tomato goes in as soon as the onions and the
tomatoes are ready.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let's get cooking, right? Okay. So talking about, you want to check out chicken. Yeah. All right. So whilst you're checking that, can you tell us what you used in marinating our chicken? Because I saw it earlier on and it looked really, really tasty.
Yes.
Yes. So what did you use in? Okay, chicken seasoning. Okay. What's that?
So that is
all-purpose. Oh, okay. Seasoning. So basically, you just seasoned it.
Yes.
All right, great stuff. All right. So let's get to our braised basmati rice. So we're heating up our vegetable oil, and then we're going to toss in our onions now, right?
Exactly.
So just give it a little bit of spice and seasoning. Flavor. Sorry, that's what I was going for. Okay. So we're ready. So, well, you could use any kind of rice, right? It doesn't have to be basmati rice.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But I just love basmati rice.
Basmati rice is pretty healthy, actually. It's quite healthy. Isn't it healthy option if you have to go for rice?
And this is for diabetic.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. Yes.
For diabetic.
Yeah.
It's much better.
So we're going to fry that up, right?
Yeah.
And I hear that you told me earlier on that it's going into the oven.
Exactly.
How? Like, okay, I've never heard of rice going into the oven before, so I'm very curious.
You're going to see it live this morning.
All right, so once you're done frying it up, for how long?
Just a few seconds.
And then you toss it into the oven.
Exactly.
So does it come out looking like a cake? Or
No.
Oh, yeah, it comes out like ready, right? Like prepared.
So we'll add our water.
Just a little bit?
So, yeah.
Or how much water?
Just a cup of water.
Okay, just a cup of water. Okay, so I'm just going to help you stir this up whilst you're getting our water ready. So just in case you're just joining us, guys, we are making braised basmati rice, concassé grilled chicken, and a side salad. And right now we are getting our braised basmati rice ready. So in here we already had our vegetable oil and onions fried up, and then we just added our basmati rice. And
add our salt.
Okay, so we're going to toss in a little bit of salt and put it in the oven. And it's going to be ready like in a bit. And then when we come back, we'll move over to our concassé grilled chicken. I'm so excited about what we're making this morning. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Now, Dr. Kuti is a medical doctor, yeah, obviously, with experience in both public and the private sector as well. And he currently works with Fruitful Vine Healthcare Initiative, which is an NGO. And this morning, he's talking to us about hygiene, which is really, really important. I know that when we were younger, as children in primary school, there was a subject called hygiene. But it looks like sometimes as we grow older, we just forget everything that we've been taught as kids. But why is hygiene so important, whether you're a child or an adult?
Well, thank you for having me. Hygiene, I'd say, is cut across everybody, both young, old, because it's an essential part of being healthy. Being healthy is very important, and for you to be healthy, you need a good hygiene. That's the first step. That's the very first step. Okay, before I even go into details like that, I need to define health and hygiene.
Right.
When you talk about health, we are talking of the well-being of somebody, the total well-being, both physical, mental, social well-being, not necessarily the absence of diseases. So some people feel that's when they are, no. Health, when you are healthy, means you are well socially, physically, and mentally. Now, hygiene. Hygiene means is the condition and the practice of being healthy.
The condition and practice of being healthy.
So, why trying to be healthy? You are trying to prevent disease, as well as the fact that you want your mental state to be fine. You want your physical state to be fine. So, hygiene basically cuts across all aspects of our being, both
so
social,
it's essential
mental.
to keeping healthy.
Yes.
Right.
Hygiene is very essential to keeping healthy. So, while it's very important for both kids and adults, is because for kids, they can easily pick up diseases from a bad hygiene. Adults, one way or the other, one way usually have a good understanding about hygiene, but they forget about health is not only physical. You are talking of mental as well. You understand? Right. So you have some aspects of hygiene that also deals with the mental aspect.
Okay, so maybe we should go into details because, you know, sometimes when we're talking generally, you know, people sometimes don't know that it affects them directly or personally, because somebody can say, oh, I practice good hygiene, I wash my hands, I brush my teeth, but it goes deeper than that sometimes. So talk to us about the various kinds and what we should be looking at.
All right. So I'm going to start with the physical hygiene, which cuts across our appearance.
Yes.
So from the hair, taking good care of our hair, taking good care of our mouth, the mouth odor, taking good care of our body odor, taking good care of our nails, dressing smartly, and dressing well. That's part of the physical hygiene, because at every point, all those hygiene parts I talked about, taking good care of your hair, if you don't take good care of it, you are prone to having some kind of disease. If you don't take good care of your mouth, it can affect you physically as well as socially. People don't want to associate with you. You have halitosis.
It affects your self-confidence as well.
It affects your self-confidence. The same way with the body odor. If you don't take good care of your armpits, you don't use deodorant, you don't take your bath well, it affects your self-confidence. People don't want to talk to you. So that's another aspect. Then your nails. You have to make sure your nails are clean at all times, because, for goodness sake, we use our hand to do a lot of things.
And eat and, you know, different things, yeah.
Even considering the fact, this part of the world where we love to use our hands to eat the swallows and all those things.
Yes.
We use our hands for a lot of things. If you don't take good care of your hands, you don't take good care of your nails. Nails is a very, very good place for microorganisms to hide. And you take your hair, you put it inside your mouth, you are prone to a lot of gastrointestinal diseases.
Right.
Like the diarrhea, dysentery, and all those things. So then your physical appearance as well. You look nice, you dress well, you dress smartly. If you don't do that, that can affect you socially. And once you're affected socially, one way or the other, it affects you mentally.
Right.
Because
so that's the connection there.
Yes, they are interrelated. That's the connection. That's the physical hygiene. Then there's also the environmental hygiene, whereby you have to clean your environment, your house. Let's start from the house. You have to make sure your house is clean. Apart from being tidy, you start with, okay, your house is tidy, it's clean. You clean it regularly. Dust, you want to prevent dust. Dust is a very, very good medium for causing respiratory tract diseases. Your AC, how well do you clean them? They are also a very good culture medium for organism.
Right.
Where you see people come down on a regular basis with flu, cough and catarrh.
So really, this essentially, it's really about paying attention to your body and also paying attention to your environment. Because all of this will then affect you socially and then affect you mentally. So that's how to create that connection.
Yes.
So that you don't then feel like, oh, once I do one thing, I don't have to pay attention to other things.
Exactly. So you have to pay attention to everything. Like I said, health is physical, mental, and social. So if you neglect one way or the other, they are going to turn around and they get interrelated as well. So, as I was saying, even in the house, you have to have a very good hygienic environment, especially for people that have kids. Make sure your tires are well, they are cleaned regularly, they are well sanitized, you understand? They are well sanitized, and your kids, you make sure that their nails are cut regularly. When they go to toilets, you have to make sure you wash your hand. That is very essential. In fact, that's one of the very first basics of hygiene.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Kuti, for talking to us about this really, really important subject. Hygiene is not just for our primary school textbooks. It's for living, it's for life, and it affects your health physically, mentally, and also socially as well. Thank you for joining us this morning, and hopefully you join us again next week.
It's a pleasure.
All right, we're heading over to Mary now, who's on standby for a performance with our artist. Hey, guys.
Hi, Yomi. Thank you so much. You know, Akuchi is a Nigerian musician with a law degree and is currently studying business at the Pan Atlantic University. Now, you'd think someone who has such love for education would not leave business and law for music, but he's also the co-founder of PIG Music. Great to have you here today.
Oh, thank you. Great to be here.
All right. So what are you going to be performing for us?
I want to be performing something special because I didn't want to do the released songs. And you know, the Valentine season just passed, but I wrote this song for Valentine for a special one.
Okay. So what's the song titled?
It's called Pre-Valentine.
Pre-Valentine?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like pre-Valentine in post-Valentine's.
Yeah.
But hey, we're still in the month of February after all. What's the song about?
Pre-Valentine. Pre-Valentine.
Yeah.
I don't know, the song is raw. I really like this song because it's one of the rawest songs I've ever written.
Okay, when you say raw, what do you mean?
I mean, it's my raw emotions, nothing else.
It's, okay.
Raw emotions, no bravado.
Okay, raw emotions.
Raw emotions, no bravado, no...
Okay, because you frightened us with that word raw. Last time I checked, it's not even 8 a.m. yet. It's not like we're after hours or something.
Nah, we can't be scaring
So how long have you been doing music now?
I've been doing music for about 3 years now.
3 years?
Yeah, but I'm technically on a break for this year till next year.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Because of the business you're currently studying?
Yes, because of that. And, you know, when you know the kind of journey you're going on, you know the kind of fault to buy in your car. You know what to pack. Yeah. So it's a period where I want to use, there's a period I want to use to prepare for the journey. So 2020, I'm back in full force.
Okay, so I want to take a few wild guesses. One, your parents paid your law school fees?
No.
They didn't?
Okay, they actually did. Law school was a while ago.
Okay.
But
then business, Uncle? You paid yourself? I have to. They paid for it?
No.
You paid for it? And so you're also paying for your music?
No.
You're not?
My music is being paid for by the world. Let me put it that way.
Okay. Well, I'll let you perform right now. Let's hear what you have to say about this.
Okay.
Pre-Valentine in post-Valentine.
Think too deep to not be well now. Fall in love, I might as well now. You don't want, I could tell. You don't want, I could tell. Superman of emotions, but was clocking without Lois. You the one I could tell. You the one I could tell. No need to fix what I broken. This is God's voice. You were chosen. You the chosen one I could tell. You the chosen one I could tell. Tell her she's the best. I don't wanna get it in the head. I already love her to death. Oh, she's my Valentine in the wintertime. My blue pill with a little one. I already love her to death. I already love her to death. Girl, I want you. Honestly, I need you. I don't wanna chase you. I might lose you, so I watch you. Give you distance. If you're mine, you're mine. No need to chase what's mine. My arms open wide. I will be right here. Do you realize how things traumatize so many times? I need you right here in my mind. I need you right here in my mind.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. Now, after a while, relationships begin to lose their spark as the novelty begins to wear off. Now, both parties may begin to feel like they're in a rut. Relationship coach Temitope Imo is back. Now, she's going to be talking to us about getting that relationship out of the rut. Hopefully, she'll highlight some certain steps that can be taken to bring back the excitement.
Hi,
Welcome
morning.
back to the studio.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so how do couples actually identify that they're in a rut?
Okay, so typically what happens is that if there's a lull in your relationship, when things get boring, you're both bored, there's no spark in that relationship anymore, no affection, so to speak, because a lot of things have happened, and you have crazy schedules, you have work activity, church activities, social activity, extracurriculum activity, then there's church, and there's when children start coming in, you have school activities, school runs, hospital runs. All of those things tends to choke your relationship. Okay, that's one of the reasons why there might be a lull in your relationship. And then there's also the issue of familiarity. You just would get used to each other. And I must mention here that rut happens in basically all relationships. Now, it depends on the length. For some people, it happens faster than some other people because they get bored easily. For some other people, because it's a long-term relationship, it just happens normally because you get so used to each other, because you have tight schedules. Another reason why it might happen is because you're losing the sense of who you are. Okay? If everything about you is to please your partner and you don't have any individual or any purpose, so to speak, then it may come a time that you get very bored, okay? Because no one individual can satisfy you, no one individual can give you the joy that you need as a person.
Okay, so I would like to take it back a bit because you mentioned familiarity.
Yes.
Now, being in a relationship, isn't that the definition of being familiar? Isn't that, you know, someone in your space, you're in their space?
Yeah.
Isn't that just what a relationship is, being overly familiar with another person?
Okay, so getting used to someone is different from, we call it the see-finish syndrome.
Okay.
Yeah, so because you're familiar with someone does not mean that you shouldn't appreciate what they do. Some people, their partners help them with certain chores at home, and they've become so familiar with it that they don't even see any big deal in it anymore. But when you hear other people's story, it helps you appreciate what you have as a person. So getting used to someone, getting familiar with your partner does not mean that you should totally see them finish, so to speak. Do you understand? So that's the difference between both. But it's very easy for you to get very familiar with your partner because you stay together or you see each other on a daily basis. So you are used to these things.
So in other words, taking them for granted.
Yes, yes, taking them for granted. It doesn't mean that you have any issue in your relationship. Just because you are used to that lifestyle. So if you have a partner, for example, that gives you everything, you just get used to the fact that, okay, he's supposed to give me that, she's supposed to give me that. Yeah. Okay, not knowing that, okay, they're actually going out of your way to do that.
So let's go back to the issue of relationship being in a rut now. So what steps can people take once they've identified that this is the situation? Okay. What can they do to start working their way out of it?
Okay, so there's a couple of things. I usually say that for relationships to work, you have to put in the work. That's it. You can't just decide that you just want to win your relationship. You have to be creative. You have to be intentional about it, okay? And there's some of the things that you might do, and some of the reasons I didn't mention was that you don't have, the diversity is so much that you're not taking advantage of that diversity. So if, for example, if I'm an outgoing person and my partner is more of a homely person, we should take turns doing the activities that we both love. That way we have some sort of diversity, okay? And I'm getting used to what he likes, he's getting used to what I like.
Okay, so that's a way to climb out of it?
Yes, that's some way to climb out of it.
Sharing in those activities?
Exactly. Okay. And because if you are doing just your thing and I'm doing my thing, there's gap already. Okay, and that's one of it. The other thing that you can do, as I said, is to be deliberate about it, to plan about it. Just as you have your career goal, your business goal, you should have your family goal or your relationship goals. Relationship goals does not mean the pictures that we see on social media and you call goals. There are things that deliberate plans. Okay, these are the things that I want to achieve in my relationship. Do I plan to surprise my partner at least twice a month? We know that you're busy and all of that, but there are a lot of people that can actually help you do these things. That's their job. You can just pay them and then they will help you plan special activities around how you can surprise your partner. Instead of just allowing the everyday work schedule and life gets into that relationship or choke that relationship. So that's another thing. And if it's because you are losing the essence of who you are, a relationship is supposed to complement you, not take the essence of who you are. So you need to go back and ask yourself, who am I? Do you understand? What am I created to do? How do I have fun on my own? Some people can't have fun except their partners are there. You know, so you need that me time to separate yourself from your partner a bit. I'm not talking about breaking up. Of course. To separate yourself from your partner a bit, to understand who you are, okay? To determine that this is what I want for myself. This is what gives me joy, okay? And that's where you're able to view your relationship from a new perspective.
So I have a challenge now. The challenge is once I begin to identify who I am, find my own purpose, what if my partner doesn't align with this?
Okay, so that's one of the compatibility issues. So whatever you're going to do should not take you totally away from you. And you must be in agreement. That's the truth. So that's why you advise people before they get married sometimes that, okay, you must understand. I think even if you don't have a full idea, picture of what you want to do, you must understand that, okay, I want to be a popular person. And then if your partner is someone that just doesn't like the limelight, there's going to be issues. That's why you start hearing stories of he's not, she's not submissive, he doesn't consider me, do you understand? He's always all around. But that's what they wanted to do all along. But if you don't identify those things before you get married, you know, and then in your relationship, it's actually easier for you because once you identify that, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to be a very popular person. I want to be all over the news. And my husband doesn't like that. He doesn't want the limelight in our relationship. Just realize that there's a mismatch already. And he's not, or probably this person is not willing to take that compromise. Then he starts rethinking those things.
Because if not, I guess you'll be heading towards a rut a lot faster than the average couple.
Exactly.
I have to say a big thank you one more time to you for coming to the studio. Please tell us what you think about this particular topic. You know, finding your way out of a rut in a relationship. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria as you do. We'll be checking out those comments. All right, we're going to be heading to the kitchen now. MM and our chef are working really hard.
Thank you very much, Titi. All right, welcome back to the kitchen. And of course, making her debut on the show this morning is Chef Bolanle of Jumbo Foods. And this morning we are making, you want to tell us what we're making again?
Yes, we're making braised
basmati
rice. Then grilled chicken.
concassé. Concassé, yes. I forgot that, concassé. And then we're also making salad. Here, like just like a side coleslaw, basically, with cabbage and carrots. All right, so let's move over to, so here we have our grilled chicken. And you earlier marinated with seasonings, right? And tossed it into the oven, and it's ready. So let's get on with our concassé. Never heard of that before. All right, so right now we are heating up our vegetable oil. What do you need? Do you need me to tossing anything for you? Because the oil is heating up pretty fast.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I put in our onions first. Okay, so let me tell you about the ingredients we're using for our concassé. We're making use of onions, tomatoes, garlic, ginger, chopped parsley, and tin tomatoes. And then our seasoning cubes, and of course our
then our garlic goes in.
Okay.
Garlic and ginger.
Okay. So what makes this concassé? Because it just looks like a stir fry to me, like a regular tomato stir fry.
It's the tomatoes.
So the tomatoes make it concassé.
Yeah.
Nothing really, like you don't have to mash the tomatoes when it's ready or anything.
No.
Okay. So it's just like a basic stir fry. Concassé. Is that like a French word?
Yes. Okay. It's an Italian word.
Oh, it's an Italian word. Yeah. Okay. Concassé. Because it's not English.
No.
It's not regular. No. Okay. So when this is ready, what's next? Are we going to tossing our chicken?
Exactly.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We're putting our chicken. Our tomatoes goes in now.
This is some post-election meal you're having right here. Wake Up Nigeria, guys. So if you try this after you've gone out to vote on Saturday, yes, you could try this out because it's a lot of work, you know. And yes, for our braised basmati rice, guys, so what we did earlier on, because right now it's in the oven, is...
It's in the oven.
Yeah, you want to tell us what we did with our braised basmati rice?
Yes, we sauteed the onions in our oil.
Yeah.
Then we added the basmati rice.
Okay.
Already parboiled basmati rice.
Yeah.
Then we just allow it to cook a little.
Yeah.
On the burner.
Yeah.
Then it's in the oven.
Yeah. So
Take
just
it to
added
the oven.
a little bit of water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically like baking rice, but it's a different kind of way of cooking your rice, which I can't wait to taste it because oven baked rice. Oh, yum some. So we are adding our seasoning, all of that. So our chopped pasta is going to go in and our grilled chicken is going in. So basically, food is almost ready. All right, we're going on a quick commercial break, people. There's so much more on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us. Hello again, Nigeria. Now you have no idea, trust me, no idea how much it means to us that you join us every single morning.
Yeah, and we like to make sure that we deliver to you nothing but the best here. And of course, that's what we're delivering right now. Yeah. Strap on your seatbelt, get ready for all the fun that we have for you. And we're just going to be here just before 9 o'clock this morning. My name is Yomi Ube.
And I'm Titilayo. So we're streaming live right now. tvcontinental.tv is our website. Please check it out. Stream live with us or stream on Facebook at TVC Connect. Please, those comments are very important to us, especially on some of the things we've discussed today already. We've had health, we've had relationships.
Yeah.
Wow. Please.
And Chef Bolanle is hard at work. She's been keeping it on. She's got some chicken thing. I don't know what they're up to in that kitchen there.
Very colorful as well. Very colorful.
Very colorful. Very nice. Very nice.
We'll be having so much for you in store. In fact, you know what? More music coming your way today.
Yeah, this time it's going to be coming from Sukomi.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what you're looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me what you're looking for. Singale, 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 oh, singale, 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 oh, singale, 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 oh, singale.
And then it's on to life hacks with She has something new up her sleeve.
It's got something to do with eggs.
We'll figure that one out later.
After that, we have Nigerian stand-up comedian and social media personality Ashiri joining us for a chat.
For my fellow Arsenal fans, don't worry, I'm going to handle this matter.
No,
I will handle this matter. Ashiri is coming, Abi. He's coming. He's coming.
I think he's speaking for Arsenal.
He's coming.
Like
yeah.
Arsenal.
Yeah. Whatever.
I was explain before I download it.
Ever.
I will not be dissing myself.
So, Titi just took a painkiller.
You're me.
No, it's about the pain. I know that, you know, just in case people are watching and they say Titi is not at her best today.
Like?
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So I just happen to be,
foot.
I happen to be a human being.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sorry about your
goes
foot.
through normal things that human beings go through, you know. But I don't know what's up with my ankle. I don't know. I think I twisted it this morning, trying to figure it out. Is there a doctor in the house? Oh, we had a doctor earlier.
So you could have asked.
Ah, goodness
What were
me.
you thinking?
Yeah, well, I should have asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thankfully, Folari to the rescue! Yay! Gave me a painkiller, and I'm feeling better already. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was very pretty.
That was quick, Abby.
Yeah, it was that kind of painkiller.
Yeah, that kind of painkiller.
Talking about painkillers, though, we need to be careful the kind of painkillers that we take.
Well,
and not too often, because some people are addicted to painkillers, and they actually affect your liver. Yeah,
that's true.
And over time, they become body stimulants, where your body becomes too used to it that it can't do without it. Yeah. So we need to be careful with how we use.
What you said just now
how dedicated we are to the show. I had to go on with the show. The show must go on. So that's why I went that far.
So this guy, when he was a kid, his grandma is a nurse. She's still alive, so is. And she loaded him with loads of medicines, like just to make my grandson all fit. And fast forward to the time he was 19 years old, he had a serious liver problem.
Wow.
Luckily for him, he's studying in India, or rather he's finished now. So he was studying in India at that time. So that gave him access to medical care, and he was able to at least take care of himself. But it's something that he would have to keep taking care of for the rest of his life.
Wow.
So that gave me a huge fright.
And that also reminds me of a story I saw recently about a young boy who was who had issues. He's right now he's mentally impaired. But the parents could have done something about it at the time when he was younger, but they didn't do anything about it till now that he's older because of church, religion. He told the session go to church. Welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria. As we all know on Life Hacks, I teach you on ways to make life easier. And on today's episodes, I'll be teaching you on something pretty amazing and different. Egg hacks. Yes, people. It's different ways to get the best out of your eggs without making a fuss, without making a mess. Yes, and I know that happens to the best of us, right? Yes, so joining me, of course, already in the kitchen is Chef Bonale. So I'll be getting her into a conversation. Right? Ms. Bonale, we're doing this together, right? Okay. Okay, great stuff. So first of all, I'm going to be teaching you how to separate your yolk in your egg using this spoon, basically. Yes, so I've tried to ask around what the spoon is called, but I know that it is used for frying. So I'm going to teach you how to use the spoon. I think it's a must-have in every kitchen to separate your yolk from your egg. So what I'm going to do right now is crack my egg. And I'm going to just put the spoon below it, open it up, and here I go. So it separates the yolk from the abdomen. And then you could, fry this up or whatever it is you want to do with it. So right now, I'm also going to teach you how to separate your yolk from your eggs using a plastic bottle. Yes, people, you could actually do that. Because I know that some of us, especially when you're cooking for kids or babies, basically, it's always advisable to use the yolk when cooking for babies. So, and then I know it can be quite a tussle having to separate both. Well, I'm teaching you now, so you know. So what I'm going to do basically is I have my eggs already broken in a plate. So what I'm going to do is put my empty bottle, plastic bottle actually, into it, press it in, and then suck it in. Let it go, and here you go. There you have it. You see? There you have the yolk in your plastic bottle. And then you could, you know, fry it up or do whatever it is that you want to do with it. I know, right? Lastly, I'm going to be teaching you how to make an omelette using the scoop spoon. I know we all have this spoon where we use in making moi moi, right?
Yeah.
Or, you know, scooping things from the pot, anything, you know, base anything. So please use a metal spoon. Don't go using a plastic spoon when doing this. All right, so I already have my egg already whisked. And I'm going to be making use of a little, you know, vegetables here. So I have like tomatoes, onions, a little bit of garlic, and sausages here already fried up. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grease this spoon, first of all, with vegetable oil. Just a little bit of it, yeah. That's what I'm going to do here. Just a little bit of, yes. So I'm just going to grease the spoon a little bit. Yeah, just make sure the oil goes round and round. Of course, my hands are clean, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna, so I have my spoon really greased. I'm just gonna put it above the heat and then toss in my eggs. Already whisked, of course. So I'm just gonna, oh, sugar, okay, that happened. Help me with a pot, please, thank you. All right, so I'm just going to take that, okay, wipe that out. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this on. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to let this on. You don't have to put it directly on the burner, especially if you're working with a burner. But so you just have to, you know, hold it still, make sure it hits properly. It's going to take a while though. But eventually you're going to get your omelette eggs. And what I'm going to do basically is after that is ready, I'm just going to toss my vegetables into it. And then you have it like a pancake kind of tacos. You know how you have tacos with vegetables in it? Yeah, so basically that's what I'm going for here when that's it. Chef Olale is looking at me like, oh, okay, what's happening here? But really, how do you separate how do you separate your yolks from your abdomen if you're working with your eggs?
Of course, that's the right thing to do,
yeah. Okay. So there are so many tricks to, you know, separating your yolk from your egg. And there's so many ways to, you know, different ways to actually make your different eggs, like make your eggs, if it's boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, omelette eggs, or whatever eggs you're working with. So we'll have to wait a little while for this to, you know, get ready. But you're definitely going to see the end results before we wrap up the show, definitely. But there's so much more. We have Asiri waiting. And he'll be, you know, joining us right after this break. Stay with us, guys. There's so much more on the show.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria now. Damilare Oshundare is better known as Asiri. Comedy hits gold with a consistent series of comedy skits and sketches that are readily available on almost all social media platforms.
He is also the best-selling author of Asiri Mystery Book and is the founder of Asiri Startups, which is a community that provides funding and mentorship for budding business owners. I like that part.
Honestly.
You know, the fact that, you know, he's just...
He's a bundle of so many things.
Once he started making millions of dollars, he just decided, let me transfer some of that to budding business owners. But I really, really admire that side of you. Yeah. The fact that, you know, some people in some categories can say you are still an upcoming comedian, but already you're giving back. And that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
I don't believe in upcoming or established or anything. I just believe that you're a comedian, you're a plumber, there's nothing like upcoming. Okay. It's when they know, it's when you come that, when you're there, you are there. And so that's just my own.
So social media is a big part of what you do, a big part of how you came to the limelight. You know, so without social media, do you think you would have been able to make this much impact?
Oh, no way, no way. Because prior to social media, I've been doing comedy for 5 years. Back then, it started in OAU as an undergraduate student of microbiology. But social media provided the leverage, and in 6 months, everything changed. Wow. Now, I didn't even know that. I didn't know what they call blowing Until, you know, I was doing the skit. We were doing the skit from Ibadan. So I came to Lagos that day, and I went to the mall, the Ikeja City Mall. And before I entered, like 6 people greeted me. I was like, what is going on? What is happening to me? And they were referring to videos. I was like, eh. So some people was like, I want to blow in the air. And so that was how it started, and it's been...
You know, one of the things that when I meet comedians, I'm always wondering, is this a normal person? Like, can comedians just be normal, natural, and just be, you know, regular? Or do you have to shift in between, in and out? In and out of character. Do comedians get angry?
Yeah, well, for me, you know, it's an act. So they are still human. They get angry. In fact, comedians get angry the more. Because, yeah, you know, it's, because they give energy. Yeah. It's a job of donating energy. They get angry the more, and they're even prone to depression the more. Because most times when they retire back to their closet, the energy that they're supposed to use to sustain themselves, they've distributed it. So that's why you realize that we've had some cases, not in Nigeria though, of people that...
Of comedians that just retreat and then
they're
become
prone
depressed.
to depression, they're prone to emotional issues.
So I want to ask about your giving back. What pulled you or pushed you to start doing that?
No, basically for me, when I see numbers, when I saw that the numbers were gravitating towards me, I would be wasting the numbers if all I expend it on is comedy. And I saw that there was this growing need of people online, especially when I see people begging online, it irritates me in a way. So and I saw that these people, they are begging either because they are not empowered, they don't have the wherewithal, or they are just ignorant. So that was why we started this community then. I didn't know that 5,000, 3,000 could change people. Until we gave someone 10,000. I just gave someone 10,000, and she bought a gas cooker, and she told me that she made 4 deliveries, that she's making money.
Wow.
So I got interested that, oh, this 10K, 5K, this money that we just used to spend. So that was when we started the startup giveaway. I started it with my funds. Like the first 2 months, it was my funds. Then some people saw it on social media and they jumped on it. So we started giving people 15K, 20K. The highest we gave was 20K. There was this guy who just gave him 10K to buy a laptop battery, and he was able to fix his, then we fixed him up with graphic design. So then I realized that all those small money we cost stipends could actually change the trajectory of some people's life.
Wow, that's amazing.
So
and of course, that's how Ashiri Startup. So
yeah, that was how Ashiri Startup started.
And you know, of course, it's expanded now.
It's metamorphosing into a reality show. Now I want to bring it to the mainstream, bring it on screen, just bring everything that is going on behind the scene. So we just create a content around it. I might not be able to go into details, but basically it's like a giveaway strategy online. Then we go to bring people that they don't even know we are coming. They might have been people we've watched over time in the society. Maybe that place you drive through every day, that consistent guy that is always selling maybe cashew nuts, and you say, so we just go pick him up one day, he won't know, bring him to the studio and arrange.
So tell us about some of the because some of your funniest skits were done on the streets of Ibadan, like on the streets, like where people are. And one of the things that I note about comedians also is that you don't have shame. Because you have to do it outside, where everybody, so people are passing and like that kind of thing. That's what. So the things that you do, after you've come up with the idea, you just go on the street and pick a location and just do what you need to do. Is that how it works?
Yes, that's how, you know, for me, I have 2 characters, Damilare and Ashiri. Damilare is a very shy guy. I don't like noise, I don't like seeing people. I like my space. But Ashiri is the comedian guy, the skit guy. So what I just do is I just enter that character. So many times I will have to do stops on the street. Once I just get there, I do my thing. And afterwards, when I retire back to Damilare and people are still like greeting me, I just run away like, you know. So for me, it's a character. I toggle between both because I'm more of an introvert. So I always enter that character. It's not me.
Wow. It's not me. We're going to take a look at one of Ashiri's skits now. If it's ready, let's just play it.
Kí ni mo gbọ́ létí mi? Wọ́n mi. Mo gbọ́ depression. Mo gbọ́ ìrònú. Kí ló ń ṣe yẹ? Tó fẹ́ parẹ́ lórí ìrònú. ronú.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Wọ́n ló ń difference. Gbọ́ mi sà. Kí ni mo gbọ́ létí mi?
Máa ya zondo ni.
Sori mood ẹ̀dá dàbí CD ni.
Ó ní kó dàbí CD ni sà.
Ó dàbí album.
Ó dàbí album ni sà. Ìyébà. Kí ni mo gbọ́ yìí?
Oríṣiríṣi track ló wà nínú album.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà.
Normally o lè like gbogbo track tó wà nínú album.
Possible kí ni mo gbọ́ báyẹn.
Tó o bá ti débi track tó o like.
When you get to the track you don't like.
Tí mood ẹ ò bá ti dáa.
Tó o bá ti fẹ́ rárá.
Kí ló máa ṣe sí track yẹn?
O máa next yẹn ní sà.
Tàbí kó o enjoy fún 3 minutes tó fi máa play. Ṣé wọ́n ti rẹ́ ń tó kán sí dìrí torí pé track kan ò dáa?
Kò ṣẹlẹ̀ sà.
Why tí wọ́n wá fẹ́ parẹ́ torí pé mood ẹ ò dáa?
O máa gé mi.
My brother, wàá dúró ni o.
O máa ẹ̀jọ́.
Wàá change yẹ.
O máa ní láti change
Kí
yẹ.
ló ń di press ayé ẹ?
Bí ìmọ̀ sà.
Ọ̀run sọ press yẹ.
Ó sọ press yẹ.
I express yẹ.
Ó express yẹ. Gbéra ẹ sókè.
Press yẹ.
Uniform.
Ogo.
The car movie.
Gidi mo ti lọ.
So there's a message in that.
Yeah.
There's an actual message
in there.
in that. Tell us about that message, because it's almost like if you're in a bad mood or if you're depressed, just skip the track.
Yeah, that's it about me. I don't just go all out for the comedy. That's why I say I speak comedy. So there has to be an underlying message, because comedy pass a whole lot of messages, a lot. So depression was going on all around, and I was just like, there's never been a time maybe I buy an album, I can't like all the songs in the album.
Yes.
So, but there are some songs, the songs we like, you always know the track offhand, like 4, 8, 9.
Exactly.
So when the one you don't like is playing, you just press
it.
next. So I just related it to mood. Your mood can't be excellent all the time. So, but I've never like throw away the CD or cut it or shred it into pieces because I don't like the song. I will have to either endure that track or nest it. So if your mood is not good, you can't kill yourself.
Just endure
it
for a time.
or nest. God's nest and just go and.
Really nice.
So
but the ideas for these skits. Is it like you have like a whole book somewhere in your house that you just bring it out and then go for another skit? Or is it that, they just come on the spur of the moment when you get onto the streets?
Basically, the best skits are spontaneous.
Wow.
Yeah, most 80% of them are spontaneous in response to trend, in response to the demands of that time and the peculiarity of what people they are talking about. It's only like 10% that is written.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So we do have to head to the kitchen now with Ashiri.
I would like to claim it's spontaneous, but you knew the food was coming. So it's not spontaneous.
So am I
let's go.
Let's
go.
You're heading to the kitchen with us
Please,
right now.
Go ahead.
All right.
Please go ahead. Okay.
All right, peoples.
Yeah. Good morning.
To the kitchen.
Please have a seat over here.
Wow.
You're our special guest this morning.
Wow, I love food.
So, okay, welcome to the kitchen, of
Thank
course.
you.
This is Chef Bolanle.
Okay,
And
wow.
this morning she's made... Please take a seat.
Braised basmati rice.
Glazed.
Braised
Braised basmati rice.
Grilled chicken, concassé, then side salad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Very nice, very
Very
nice.
nice.
Ashiri, are you ready for us?
Thank you.
It's awesome. I can't wait.
You haven't tasted it yet.
It
Say you
looks
can't
good.
wait. Say you can't wait.
So once
looks
it looks good,
The
it
taste of
tastes
the
good.
pudding is not only in the eating,
It's
it's in the looking. So
Okay.
wait, I hope I won't disgrace myself now.
Yeah, okay.
Please go ahead.
Use one.
God bless you. Thank you for putting me out of my misery.
So guys, just in case you're wondering how my egg turned out, it actually turned out this way.
Okay, so that's your
So that's
omelet.
it. Yeah, it
See,
turns out
okay.
that this
Let me
way,
go.
and then so for those thinking, no, how was it going to turn out? Well, it's
Yeah,
actually going to
okay.
turn out. It actually turns out this way.
So you eat it now?
So
Wait,
that's
I will.
short. Okay,
Later
so
on.
Nice one.
you left it in the spoon, right?
Yeah, you leave it in a spoon till it's ready, and then it comes out this way. So you just
This was
you
done
know-
in a spoon.
In
Yeah.
the spoon, yeah.
The cooking
Fantastic,
spoon.
fantastic. The egg hacks were on point today.
Yeah.
On point.
Can I go
Yes.
with this? Like the whole plate?
Yeah, sure, it's all yours. You can eat it.
How
Just
does it taste,
leave
by
our
the
plate
way?
behind, yeah.
It's unexplainable.
Okay.
I have to like eat like 3 more plates.
Okay.
Then I'll give you. But for now, with the few ones I've tasted, man, can we go home together?
All right. Maybe she will pay you a visit or send a pack of food to you one day.
Yeah, so I'll say thank yous right now. Thank you to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories on Wake Up Nigeria, as usual.
Yes, indeed. And a big shout out to Fola at Fola's Place for the amazing hairstyling. We appreciate that. And hey, Thursday is tomorrow. Yes.
A big thank you to Ashiri for joining us this morning.
Yes, thank you.
And
You
of
don't
course,
need to
Chef
thank me.
Bolanle, thank you.
Thank
Well
I have my reward
done.
already.
You have your reward.
My reward.
This is your reward.
He's on
Good
earth.
luck with all the projects.
Thank you.
All right, tomorrow's Thursday. We're going to see you back on the show. at 7 a.m. Don't forget.
Yes, indeed.
Have a great day, people.
Bye.